To the community of Jerusalem, recently returned from exile and disheartened by great challenges and hardships, the prophet Isaiah addresses these powerful words of encouragement. Lift up your eyes and look around. Isaiah urges them to lay aside their weariness and complaints, to escape the bottleneck of narrow way of seeing things, to cast off the dictatorship of the self, the constant temptation to withdraw into ourselves and our own small concerns. To worship the Lord, we first must lift up our eyes. In other words, not to let ourselves be imprisoned by those imaginary spectres that stifle hope, not to make our problems and difficulties the center of our lives. No, this does not mean denying reality or deluding ourselves into thinking that all is well. On the contrary, it is a matter of viewing problems and anxieties in a new way, knowing that the Lord is aware of our troubles, attentive to our prayers, and not indifferent to the tears we shed. When you go into any place of worship, be it a lowly little shed alongside the road in a South American country, be it the grandest church of all, St. Peter Basilica, where when you see those great big pillars, know that if 8 adult men stand with their arms outstretched, they may almost touch fingers. The church was built so that as you step in, your first reaction is, "Oh my God." And the ushers say they hear it thousands times each day in every language. I too, when I stepped through that door, the door of mercy, they jokingly said, "Oh, I see that we have another healing here," because I had my wheelchair, but I walked through that door and lift my eyes to the crucifix. 3 times taller than me. The length of that central aisle, 1/4 of a mile. Those pillars do not look huge when you see them on television and the whole church is full. But when, as during the early parts of COVID, the Holy Father had his Mass in there for Easter, empty, but for the cardinals. And he did the daily Mass every single day in Casa St. Mary. And even that, though it's a small church, is a big, small church. And as you walk in the door, your eyes are drawn upwards to the crucifix. Raise your eyes, people. When you have difficulties, when you're frightened, when you're sad, when you're lonely, when you're feeling abandoned, when you have troubles financial, familial, relational, any sort. Raise your eyes and talk to him. Outside is his church. Talk to him.